Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Third and 20 Dynasty Stock Market. We got Frank, Jake, myself, no Lunas today. We are without Lunas, but we're gonna keep it rolling. I don't know, guys. I'm gonna kick it off right away and say they slandered my boy Trey Lance for no reason. For no reason. You just have rumors coming out. No one concrete has said that they don't actually like Trey Lance. He's the first victim of smokescreen season, random off-season rumors to, fuel daytime TV. And my dynasty team or dynasty stock market team is suffering for it. He's the biggest faller of this week at minus 330 points.
He's actually the biggest faller.
Yeah, 336 points he lost.
You want to get into biggest, we can get into biggest fallers right off the bat if you want.
Yeah, might as well. All right. Real quick, Frank's in first, Lunas is in second, Jake's in third, and I'm back in fourth.
You never left fourth.
No, not true. Last week I wasn't in fourth. Look at the hold on.
Who are you ahead of? Are you ahead of me?
5,422. I had 29,494. I was ahead of you and Lunas. I was in second.
All right, biggest fallers: Trey Lance, Sam Howell, Trey Sermon, Mitchell Trubisky, D-Hop.
That makes sense.
Then you have some randos in here: Chase Edmonds, Elijah Mitchell.
Well, the Edmonds one is because what's his name?
Oh, Sony Michel just signed. Okay, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
man, there's like a lot of like really weird movers this week. It's like super speculation.
Why did Corral lose 200 points?
There was a report about him. I don't know what it was, but it was bad. I think it was like the guy's an idiot or something.
Oh, well, we have Sam Howell has never had steak before. He's only ate chicken his entire life, so
the steak drop.
That's why he's fallen 300 something points. I actually think this is just still like residual falling from the NFL draft. Like they're still
just fall out
from not being first, second round picks.
I'll tell you what, the free agent receivers that haven't signed are really still falling. They've been losing like 100 to 150 points every week.
I'm holding on. All you need is one of them to sign with one team. They literally just have to sign with a team, and they're gonna boom. So it doesn't even matter what team it is. Like they could go to.
What I'm curious about is Marquez Valdes-Scantling dropped 200. I felt like I've been seeing some Marquez Valdes-Scantling hype on the Twitter timeline this week, where people are kind of buying into him and saying, I saw a tweet that's like, dude, Patrick Mahomes is going to unlock the full potential of Marquez Valdes-Scantling. There's now no Devontae Adams. He's going to be a wide receiver too. Yeah, I mean, the dude's he's not close to a second round pick in valuation anymore.
I mean, the addition of Sky Moore, Justin Ross.
Yes, that undrafted free agent. Yes, that's.
Oh, okay. Well, what was Marquez Valdes-Scantling, like a 6th round pick?
I don't know.
Where was he picked? Like, it's not that different.
I don't know, but he just got the bag from him. So
he was a 5th round pick who has not. You want to look at his production? I think his best season he's had, his career, he's put up 2,000 yards. He's in his 5th. He's entering his 5th season. His best year was 690 yards.
2023 mid-first dropped 170 points.
2022 mid-first?
2023.
That's weird.
I don't know how I feel about that. That just feels kind of like a random variance, to be honest.
Yeah, it honestly it also could just be like people are having the rookie drafts now and are willing to, or can put a face to a name with this year's pick, and they're selling lower on the next year's pick, which I don't agree with, but.
So is Trey Lance still the QB2 or QB? He was the QB1 from last year's class, right? He still is the QB1. Is Fields above him?
No.
He's. I don't see how Fields could jump him unless you think Velus Jones is.
I don't know what Fields' value is right now.
No, Fields. It's still. I'm going to pull it up right now, but I would assume it's Trey Lance, Trevor Lawrence, Justin Fields at this rate. And then Zach Wilson, Mac Jones. I got it.
My guy Zach Wilson. He's gonna make the jump. It's gonna be sweet.
Yeah. So we are looking at Trey Lance. Oh, Trevor Lawrence, quarterback 1. He's QB 10. Trey Lance, quarterback 11.
Wow.
Justin Fields, QB 13. Zach Wilson, QB 15. Mac Jones, QB 18. And Davis Mills, QB 22. That's how that last year's class is stacking up currently.
Okay, so Trevor Lawrence is back to being the QB1. I don't disagree with
Kellen
it.
Mond
I'm
is
just
QB
surprised
46.
that it happened. All right, JT.
Just had
All right,
to
JT.
get that in there.
It's all right, JT. Go buy more Baker. It's fine.
I have Baker. Don't worry. I have him. I have all the Baker I need.
All right. So, any other takes on the biggest fallers? I mean, Mitchell Trubisky falling, like we said before, that's just kind of follow the draft, but his value is pretty damn low now at less than 2,000. That's basically saying that you can pick him up quite easily for any second round pick.
I think it's less than that, actually. I think it's a third round pick.
Yeah,
I mean, are you, if you need a quarterback this year, are you throwing a third for Trubisky?
That's why I'm wondering, like, how. In the grand scheme of things, like, I think you could just get a different quarterback for cheap.
Dude, there was a time where you could easily trade in the offseason where you could easily trade Trubisky in a second for a first. I was, at least apparently.
Yeah.
I was seeing some trades and once he got signed that were involving some firsts.
Would you rather go out and get Mitch Trubisky or Drew Lock?
Joke's on you. I have both.
I think Trubisky.
Which one would you rather keep?
I think Trubisky because he has the draft capital. To me, he showed more flashes than Locke. I actually thought that at the very end of his tenure with Chicago, Trubisky was a pretty decent quarterback. He was playing well, led the team to the playoffs. Bears had one of the better offenses in the league second half of the season. I don't own any Trubisky in any of my leagues. I'm still not sure if I'd offer a third for him, but fact of the matter is that I don't think Trubisky is a bad quarterback, and I'd probably still put money on him to be the starter day one for the Steelers.
Yeah, he's going to be the starter for the Steelers. Now, the question is how long he keeps it. I don't think it's very long, obviously, but I agree with Frank. I think Trubisky's always been an underrated quarterback. He's never really got a fair shake out here with the Bears.
I mean, I guess one of my main concerns is that if the Steelers are struggling in the win column, do they just throw in Kenny Pickett at some point for just a change?
Yes.
That's what scares me is that, like, at least when Fitzpatrick went down and you bought Taylor Heineke, you knew you were getting a starting quarterback the rest of the way. While it was a rental for this year, you knew that wasn't going to last. It was like you at least had that sense of security that Taylor Heineke was going to be playing when healthy the entire year. Yeah, I'm not sure I want to pay a third. I don't know. I'm like so back and forth on that. I'd have to think about it a little bit because I don't want to say I wouldn't, but I also don't want to commit and say, oh, go buy your Trubisky's for a third. And then he comes out and plays 2 games and doesn't play again.
That's why I'm saying, like, I don't think it's absurd to say you'd rather Drew Lock. Right? Like, don't we think Drew Lock's... I feel like Drew Lock's the starter.
The only thing going for Drew Lock is that they didn't take a quarterback. I think it gives him more of a sense of security for this year, I guess, because the only competition he has is Geno Smith. But at the same time, Geno Smith is a veteran guy that Pete Carroll might be more willing to just throw in there because he's not going to make as many mistakes.
We saw Geno Smith last year. To be fair, we also saw Drew Lock. So I still
think Baker's gonna move. Like,
I don't know.
I mean, dude, come the season, like, what are we really saying? The Browns are going to keep on to Baker?
That's true. I didn't even consider that. Baker's clearly better than both those guys, so he just kill Drew Lock's value, like just annihilate it. So
I don't know. The Browns are fucking weird a lot of the time. It's just I would not roster Baker from the start of the season.
What's the point of having all that money, all that unnecessary attention and negative media for?
Exactly, it's just a distraction.
Into the year.
You have to get him out. Okay, we tried to trade him. We couldn't get any price.
It's the James Bradbury move.
Yeah, exactly.
Except the Giants needed to cut James Bradbury to like sign their picks, but Gettleman.
Yeah, so let's just cut our first corner because we have to sign draft picks. Great cat maneuvering there, fellas.
Yeah, well, you could thank your GM who said in 3 years he'd look like a genius and then couldn't do anything.
All right, we're getting to the biggest movers. Positive.
Oh,
One of those is Geno Smith, actually. That's
yeah,
crazy.
right.
I guess it's just he
Look
exists.
at this list of bandits here. Tyrion Davis price went up 1,000. We couldn't even buy him. Tyler Algier up 730. Holy smokes. Dulcich up 550. Geno Smith out of nowhere up 500. I guess he went from nothing to somewhat relevant.
Yeah, he's literally he exists.
I mean, that's a lot of these guys. Shout out Lunas with a good buy on Tyquan Thornton. That should have been one we all probably did. Shakir went up. I mean, that's funny to me because it's all to me that him going up because the Buffalo's next to his name. Because I think a lot of people thought he was going to go earlier in the draft, and he kind of went pretty late. But he went to Buffalo.
For the most part, it just looks like rookies went up, and then what I'm more interested in is Cordell Patterson went up for some reason.
They cut
Alan Wallace,
Mike Davis.
Okay, I guess, yeah. I mean, it wasn't like Mike Davis was really taken away from Cordell Patterson.
No,
anyway.
but
yeah.
I mean, Mike Davis had his consistent little role. I guess, yeah, you're right. I didn't think about that with Algier. I forgot that Mike Davis got cut, so now he's the clear cut RB2 to people.
Mm-hmm. So Hollywood getting traded, that makes sense for Wallace.
I mean, where's Damian Williams on here then, though?
He might not even be an option still. Like, he might not even be able to pick, keep, trade, or cut for Damian Williams. I might have to wait for him to pop in from.
Dude, what's hilarious to me is some of these rankings I just find a little bit weird, right? Because Romeo Dobbs, I just feel like is worth more. Danny Gray, I just feel like is worth more than whatever their price is saying.
Yeah, unfortunately, we can't buy either of them because of the rules. We need to have them over 1,000, keep your cut points, and they're under that. But
yeah, I guess the thing is, though, is that if you have a league mate that you know is a hard-on keep, trade, cut, trade calculator truther, those are players that, and you've already done your rookie draft, like, throw them on. I would add them as throw-ins to make deals even right now.
I wonder why, like, a player like Elijah Moore went up. Went up 74 points. Like, what makes Elijah Moore?
I think that's just variance.
Variance.
I think that's just some variance. Yeah, it seems like the rookies are still not going up though from the draft.
I think a lot of the lower rated rookies went up. Like the third.
Yeah, the ones that were nothing and went into relevance. Drew Lock went up.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just, I guess they expected Baker to already be there and he's not there yet, so kind of just waiting for Baker.
And what's also funny to me is that Tylan Wallace went up more than Devin Duvernay.
Oh, Damian Williams is here. He went up 55 points.
What? Like,
but it's probably just it hasn't fully kicked in yet.
I don't know, because it seems like it's relatively kicked in for some of the other guys.
That's true. Tyler Algier went up a ton. I don't know.
Well, Tyler Algier also probably went up residual from the draft just because going to Atlanta was always the running back hotspot.
Well, Cordero Patterson went up almost 300 as well, or I guess more so 200, 226. All right. Yeah, this is like, I feel like every week is going to kind of be like these weird moves where it's like they realistically mean nothing, but the keep, trade, cut swings are going to be more wild than they probably should be for a lot of these players.
We're in the tough time of right now. It's just going to be rumor mill season, and in a couple months, like a month or two, we're going to enter into training camp, and that's when I think things are about to go crazy. Is the training camp? Although we will have.
You want me to kick it off with the moves?
All right, let's see.
What do you got?
All right, I'm getting off to and on.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, the thing is, I'm scared that throw is going to impact his value. We saw what the ice cream did for what's his name for Braxton Berrios. I'm scared that we're gonna get some anti-ice cream stuff going on for what's his name for Tua. And my first buy is going to be Jarvis Landry. I also want to buy Will Fuller, but I'm out of space in my column.
Hold on, wait. You still had Tua?
Yeah.
Oh, my thing has you as selling Tua last week.
Well, I bought Tua last week.
Okay,
I bought Tua last week.
Okay,
lost
yeah,
at 71 and
yeah, that's the issue. I just have the word "sell" next to it. Okay, yes, all right, that works. Frank bought Tua last week, selling Tua this week in true stonker fashion, and losing yourself some points.
Buy high, sell low.
That's what we do. That's what we do on the 3rd and 20 stocks podcast segment thing, whatever you want to call this.
All right, so you sold Tua and you're buying
Jarvis.
I want to buy Jarvis and Will Fuller. I don't have space for Will Fuller in my column, though.
I mean, we can add a row. I don't know what that does to...
I feel like that's going to fuck something up somehow.
So just sell some more guys.
All right, sell another guy. All right, I'll sell another guy. Who do I sell? I think Dameon Pierce I'll sell.
Good call.
Yeah, I'll sell Dameon Pierce. His value has gotten a little bit higher than I think he's actually worth. And yeah, there we go. Buying Will Fuller. Man, Will Fuller lost a fat 230 last week. I think that's going to be it for my moves.
For us holders.
I want to get in on the free agent wide receiver kick that I believe is going to happen. I mean, at this point, how many more weeks can Jarvis Landry and Will Fuller incrementally lose value? And like, I think once they get signed, all that value they incrementally lost is going to be very suddenly gained.
Yeah, I've kind of just been holding the bag here with that, waiting for that to happen with both of those guys. But I agree. Hence why I'm holding them. But all right, are those all your moves, Frank?
Yeah, I mean, I'll think about it, but those are the only two moves I kind of have planned. Other than that, I'm going to keep probably the rest of my squad.
We can do Lunas's moves.
Yeah, you want to read them out loud? Put them in the
chat. So the first thing Lunas is doing is he is selling Mr. Zach Wilson and selling Darnell Mooney. Now that leaves him with $95.95 in the bank. And with that, he is going to be buying Mac Jones. Interesting little buy there.
That's a weird one. I don't know why he's buying Mac Jones at this point. I didn't ask him for it. Yeah, it's just a weird.
I just would love to hear his reasoning.
Oh yeah, like Mac Jones got so many weapons in the draft. And he's also buying Christian Watson.
Of course.
Of course.
And
And he is also, I don't know if he can. Is Tyrion Davis price high enough now?
Well, he can't afford him. He isn't up in the bank.
Yeah, he's out. So that's what he did for the week then. He's just done.
All right, so we have Lunas is selling Zach Wilson, selling Darnell Mooney, buying Mac Jones, buying Christian Watson, and he's left with $847 in the bank. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Well, kind of uneventful, I guess. It's just you're moving rookie quarterback to rookie quarterback, and a weird move, I think. And then Darnell Mooney for Christian. I don't know. I don't like Lunas's moves this week, but I mean, I'm in last place, so maybe that's a good thing for Lunas.
Yeah, JT, are you gonna diamond hand some of your QBs here?
I think I got diamond hands like everyone on my team essentially. Like the only one I'm looking at to like potentially selling is Traylon Burks, right? But like, I don't even Traylon Burks. I feel like is fine where he's currently valued. Julio Jones, like if I sold Julio Jones, I could only buy someone that's 1,000, and I think Julio is fine. I think he's going to sign somewhere, hopefully like San Fran. I like to be honest, I don't want to make any changes.
Oh, actually, you know what I'm gonna sell? I'm gonna sell Devin Duvernay.
Okay, yeah, you might be right. Maybe now's a good time to sell Bateman.
Who did I have before? Who did I? Oh, Damian Pierce. Do I keep Damian Pierce?
I don't know why you would.
I mean, I got a lot in the bank. I feel like I should buy someone, but I don't know who to buy right now.
I'm now intrigued by. I might make a big move.
Big move.
What
are you thinking, JT?
I might sell 2 guys for the price of 1. But I'm wondering who that 1 would be.
How do I reach these kids?
All right. Well, while JT is thinking, where is this sheet? There it is. I'm gonna also sell Darnell Mooney. He's already up to a first-round pick. I just don't know how much higher he can realistically get right now. So I'm gonna do that. And I'm also gonna get rid of Cole Kmet for now, because I think the tight end market is just very boring, and no one really wants any of them. Even though I think Cole Kmet's way too lowly ranked right now, I just don't think his value is going to change significantly.
So you're selling Kmet and Mooney?
Yes.
Just completely out on the Bears receiving option?
Yeah. They gave me a quick 100, and I'm out.
Is that like in anticipation of, like, do you think they signed someone like a Will Fuller or a Julio or Jarvis?
I would like to see them. Do I think they do it? No. I just think the Bears are going to Bears, if we're going to be honest here. They're just going to say, "Oh, we drafted Velus Jones in the 3rd round. That's a good weapon." So
I've already seen Bears media do that. It's already something that's happening.
Oh, do you guys want to use the embargo idea that we got?
And we'll wait for Lunas next week.
I do like that idea. Yeah, we could wait for Lunas next week.
I think that would be also just, it might be better. I mean, we could have used it during the draft or during the season, because if there's like an obvious buy potentially, like, oh, someone got cut that day and we know that the price is going to go up, the embargo scenario might make sense.
Yeah. So here's the thing though, right? How we discussed it earlier is like, I could only buy this player kind of thing, and like you guys couldn't. Are we still for that, or
I was thinking we would
no
just
one could buy this player?
Someone like,
okay,
let's say news came out 2 hours before the SOD that Julio Jones got signed to the Chiefs. We X out Julio Jones, embargo Julio Jones. No one could buy him.
Okay,
something like that.
Or like, yes, that could be one part of it, but could we also include a part where I, like, for instance, I think you guys are high on, I don't know, let's just say Dameon Pierce, and I'm like, oh, can't buy Dameon Pierce this week. Is that something else that we can do or no?
Maybe, I don't know.
Okay. We're at a work in progress right here.
Who do I buy? Someone give me a juicer. Who's someone that I need to buy?
Well, I'm looking at some like serious.
You know, I'm the dude. I'm rolling up to the dealership. I got $7,500. Which of these cars am I buying?
I'm in the same boat because now I have some cash to spend.
I think I know what I'm about to do. And it's going to be a little nutty.
Go for it, Jay-Z.
All right. So I'm going to sell my young, cool receivers in Rashad Bateman and Traylon Burks, who, by the way, I put in a future to win team rookie of the year.
So you're selling Bateman and Burks.
Yep. And that leaves me with a ton of cash because they were both,
That leaves you with 96.64.
Yeah. And with that, I am going to buy Kyle Pitts.
Ooh.
Everyone wants a Kyle Pitts on their team. I'm just going to go and do it. So buying Kyle Pitts, and that still leaves me with
29.32. Yeah.
He lost 117 points this week for I don't know what reason. You can't tell me it's because they signed Damian Williams that he lost all those points. So at that range, is there anyone I really want to buy?
I know who I'm buying.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna buy Travis Etienne.
Oh no.
I'm looking at David Bell potentially.
I am buying Travis Etienne because come training camp with no James Robinson in the fray, I think that Etienne is going to get a huge redraft bump. He's going to be initially the RB1, and I also think he might produce extremely well. Currently, he's priced at 4,800. His ceiling is a top 5 running back in Dynasty still. I firmly believe that. So I think that Travis Etienne, his 40, I think he should at least be at around 1,000 because 5,000 because I believe that's where J.K. Dobbins is. I think he really should be priced at J.K. Dobbins, even though right now he's close, but still a couple 100 points away.
Yeah, okay. So your bank should now be at, correct me if I'm wrong, 26.73?
Yes. Would you like to tip me a point?
Nope. Why? Is there something you're going to do at that 1 point?
Save it.
I think I'm going to buy David Bell too, if someone can update that for me.
I got you. You had to at some point, right?
Yeah, I think now is the time. And that puts me back down to a bank of 73. All right, so I think those are all the moves I'm making.
All right, Jake, you're the last one up because I am gonna sit firm with my squad.
Oh man, I don't.
You sold all the Bears, man. I thought we were Team Bears.
I was, but they don't do it for me. I think Mooney's pretty much as high as he's ever going to get. And then Kmet, the tight end market, is just a mess. So I don't know what I want to do here. There's so many options. I can go just a bunch of lower rookie kind of caliber players, or I can just go all in on a big name, kind of like JT did, and kind of park some value here.
You want to know who you should buy, Jake, if you want to make points?
Yeah. Who?
Do yourself a favor and buy Jelani Woods.
Still?
Yes.
All right, Frank. I'm going to believe in you.
Wow. After just trashing the tight end market, he's now going to buy a tight end.
You're not wrong, JT. You're not wrong. But he's just so low that
Yeah, but the thing is, I think he's going early third in tight end premium drafts or mid third. I'm not sure 1,700 is that.
Fair enough.
I would buy Romeo Dobbs and Danny Gray, but they're under the 1,000 point threshold. So
yeah,
rats.
You still have essentially 6,200 left in your bank.
I do.
It could still be a big name player. The weird part is there are not a lot of players ranked around 60.
You want to know what you should do, Jake? You should buy all the Ravens receivers and players that you can, so that next week you can sell all Ravens.
Bateman's
just only smash the sell.
Bateman's under 5K, so you could get Bateman. Or you could
That
get
would have
Mark
been nice for
Andrews at
like all the
50,
Ravens
24.
receivers went up. So
Well, that's what happens when you sell the top one.
No, they
that
still
would have
have
been
him on the
nice to
team.
do.
Yeah, Bateman's still there. They didn't sell the top one.
Yeah, they did.
Weren't you the Hollywood Liz Frank scares me to death kind of guy?
Yeah, I didn't like him either, but he was the best
Yeah,
one.
you're talking to the guy that sells all the Ravens.
One day I wish I could be as big of a hater as G.
No, JT, you don't.
I mean, you were to like Tony.
That's true.
All right, I'm gonna do it. This might be a homer pick, but I'm gonna buy Saquon Barkley.
Well, going with a running back.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy Saquon.
There aren't many running backs that we currently are holding.
Honestly, I mean, you're right. It's a little weird, right? Because you think that the running backs are relatively volatile.
The thing with Saquon is
Yeah, but I think it's more.
Saquon is cheap as nuts.
That's part of the reason here is he's just so cheap that I don't know why you wouldn't want him.
All right,
Like,
I'm
he's
buying
only gonna-
Saquon too.
He's only going up.
You inspired me. I sold
Saquon?
Alec Pierce and bought Saquon.
Okay.
And I have 1,400 left. Let me see if there's anyone in that range that I want.
Pick up some trash.
Hey, one man's trash is another man's treasure. Am I right?
You can buy Will Fuller. He's now under 1,400.
It's true. Will Fuller or what's Jarvis at?
Jarvis is at 1,609.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah, you'd need a little bit of a loan there.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen. Yeah, I'll snag some Will Fuller here. I think now's the time people are going to start to look to the free agent market. Get a little invested in the free agent market. Why not? And there we go. I'm at 76 in the bank.
Wow.
All right, well, that's all my moves. I put the stonks down over Lunas because I'm hoping Lunas loses all his value this week. That'd be really great.
He made such. Yes, Chick, go ahead.
Bailey Zapp's going to take over for quarterback, so
yeah.
Mac Jones' value is tanking.
That'd be very unfortunate for me because I just bought a Mac Jones jersey, so not going to happen. But that would sink. All right, so I'm finishing up counting your banks for you guys. I'm just going to run through everyone's transactions in a second. So kicking it off with me, I sold Rashad Bateman and Treylon Burks. I bought Kyle Pitts, the truth, and David Bell. That moved me from a bank of 27 to a bank of 73. So I'm still like 0% liquid on my team, but you know, it is what it is. Then we have Lunas. We'll do Lunas next. Lunas and his interesting moves, to say the least. He sold Zach Wilson, sold Darnell Mooney, then he bought Mac Jones and bought Christian Watson. He also wanted to buy Hudson Ross, or who's the other guy that he wanted to buy?
Tyrion Davis Price.
Yeah, but he just did not have the draft capital to do it. So by making those moves, selling Zach Wilson, selling Darnell Mooney, buying Mac Jones, buying Christian Watson, he moved his bank from 572 to 847. Then we have Jake, who sold Cole Kmet and also was a seller of Darnell Mooney, kind of leaving Frank on Bears Island. Although no, you sold Darnell Mooney last week, didn't you? Or no, you bought Darnell Mooney last week. Yeah, you bought Darnell Mooney last week. Yeah, okay.
Every soldier on Bear Island is worth 3 mainlanders.
Yeah, see? Jake's bank has gone from 73 to 76. And then you got Frank out here with the biggest moves of the week. He's selling Tua, buying Jarvis, buying Will Fuller, selling Dameon Pierce, selling Devin Duvernay, buying Travis Etienne, selling Alec Pierce, buying Saquon. So a lot of running backs in Frank's camp now. And his bank went from 1649 to 487. So we all are in the realm of we can't buy a player currently.
I want to sell. Who should I sell?
Just to sell?
Oh, I want to buy someone.
Oh,
I don't want to sell Cole Kmet, but he might be the guy.
I think it might be Mooney. I think Mooney's the right one. Sadly,
I think Mooney's going to go up, dude. I think Mooney's going to go up.
To what?
Frank is
5,000.
Wow. I don't think.
Dude, I think he's in line to get like $140 targets, and he's going to be like.
Yeah, until take your pick of Jarvis Landry, Will Fuller, or Julio signs there.
Yeah, but it's the Bears. You really think they're gonna roll up and overtake Darnell Mooney? Come on, no shot. Julio Jones wishes he was a Darnell Mooney level prospect.
Julio, no. Jarvis Landry, definitely yes. I am convinced that Jarvis Landry would be the alpha on that team.
I want to buy Tyquan Thornton.
Still?
Yes.
Why?
I think he's going to go up like another 150 points.
Yeah, he's getting a lot of how is he going this late? He's a second round pick in the NFL.
Exactly.
Which I do actually support. It's weird that he's going as late as he is. I put all my money in Kyle Pitts.
I'm gonna sell. Do I sell Sky Moore?
Yes, you do. You good over there, JT?
I may have swallowed the wrong way.
Hold on.
No.
Analyzing.
What are we
analyzing?
Computing.
On Sky Moore?
Oh. Selling Sky Moore.
Are we selling Sky Moore?
Who was I going to buy? Tyquan Thornton. You know what? Stonks move. Just going to copy and paste his name. Bang. There we go. There's my squad. Read it and weep. Here we are.
So wait, you sold Sky Moore, bought Tyquan Thornton, and that was it?
Yes.
Okay. Weird. Why we out on Sky Moore at this point?
Because I needed money. I needed money.
Fair enough. All right. Well then, you are now the most liquid by far.
I'm also the coolest and the best.
I don't know about that. Okay, now we're getting.
Well, he is in first place.
Yeah, but that doesn't.
Who's my competition? Lunas,
Oh my God, we're not giving out week 6 trophies, are we? are we that kind of podcast?
Dude, I can't wait to be in last come mid-season.
It's like when those teams start out 3-0, but they beat the Jets, the Browns, and I don't know. Take your pick of another.
So you're calling out the Panthers?
Yeah, you're the Panthers of this year currently. Victory lap in your week 6.
All right, well, that should be it.
Right. Yeah. All right, well, thank you everyone for watching. Comment down below what moves you think we should make. If we made bad moves, concerns about Lunas's team, I have some. All right. Thank you, everyone.